number 4 in the 2019 International Bowl from AT&T Stadium. It's Nuevo León of Mexico against the United States U-19 select team. I'm Matt Peterson with the linebacker Lemont Williams. Fourth and final game of day one. We saw an upset in the last one, Panama beating the U-18 United States select team. I guess Mexico will try to make it 2 in a row for a foreign team against the American hosts.
Yeah, they're going to try to. I mean, they're going to come into the AT&T Stadium tonight and try to set the tone early against the United States. They want to be able to run the ball as well as pass the ball we saw from Team Panama.
We saw a near upset in the morning game. Mexico Norte, a 7-point deficit, but a loss against the United States under-16 teams. What similarities might you expect from this other Mexican team from Nuevo León, and what did the Mexico Norte team do well against the Americans earlier?
Well, the Mexican Norte team, what they did early on was set the tempo. They wanted to come out fast and furious. They went deep early in the first play of the game, went 77 yards for a touchdown. You're going to see that from the Mexico team here against a better quality United States team in tonight's game. But what you don't want to see is for the United States to get out to a slow start like we saw earlier today in the first game.
It was a big deficit for the Americans in the evening game, at one point down 30-7 against Panama. So a lot in store. We hope you'll be excited as we are for the finale on day one. 4 more games next week, but day one of the International Bowl 2019 ends tonight. It's the United States U-19 select against Nuevo León of Mexico next.
The next for these kids to showcase their skills, but for this U-19 team,
welcome back. It's the International Bowl, Nuevo León against the United States U-19 select team. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams, Sarah Merrifield down on the sidelines, and we are set for kickoff. Game number 4 out of 4 on day one. Day 2 begins next Friday from Arlington. And we are underway from Arlington, Texas. Kickoff fielded around the 15-yard line, pushed back and wrestled down around the 10. Good kickoff coverage from the Americans. Andres de Leon with the return. And let's go downstairs to Sarah.
As we wrap up the festivities from the International Bowl here at AT&T Stadium, there's no question that each game we've seen today is no more important to these players than the next, because it's an important chance for these kids to showcase their skills. But for this U-19 team, it holds a little bit more sentimental value. It's a chance for these kids to lay it all out there on the line and tie a bow on their high school football journey, because like I mentioned, it's a little bit more of a sentimental journey for them, and of course, a chance for them to have plenty of reflection on their time in high school football too. Guys?
Thank you, Sarah. We'll be hearing from her throughout the broadcast. On first down, a loss of 3 for Nuevo Leon, which is the state surrounding Monterrey, which is about 4 or 5 hours from the U.S.-Mexico border south of Houston. A lot of Monterrey transplants in the state of Texas. Bunch formation on 2nd and 13, a high snap, handed off to the right side. Nice pickup and tackled around the 16-yard line. Christian Guzman with the carry.
And what we want to see from Mexico is, can they set the edge running the football here against Team USA? You know, USA is going to stack the box and want to kind of slow down the running game, but Mexico wants to establish their outside running edge against a very pesky defense in Team USA.
Andre Campion Tovar is the quarterback for Nuevo Leon. In their yellow uniform, yellow tops and white pants, white helmets. The U.S. Select U-19 team, blue tops and pants and white helmet to the American flag. Big tackle right in the middle of the linebackers. John Lyons out of Paramus Catholic High School in Bogota, New Jersey.
Yeah, Lyons at 6 feet, 220 pounds, stuffed the hole there on the running play. Good job by the linebacker stopping the running game, forcing 4th down and 10.
Now 4th down and a block punt. It's loose in the end zone. It goes out over the back of the end zone. That's a safety for the United States. Great special teams play, and the Americans jump in front.
Huge break there for Team USA. Special teams came up big with the block punt, forcing the safety. As you can see here in the replay, watch the guy from the top of your screen, lays out for the football. Excellent job there blocking the punt, getting 2 points for Team USA early in this first quarter.
Great energy, perhaps a warning shot from the United States under-18 select team. A slow start in the first half in the prior game, but the U-19 side has come out with great intensity. A 3-and-out, and then on the ensuing punt, a block punt for a safety. So now the U.S. will receive the punt off the safety, and will have their first drive.
And what happened is, Matt, that a lot of the guys in the U-19 team actually sat on the sideline and watched that game unfold in front of their home fans, in front of everybody, family members here in the AT&T Stadium. So you best believe these U-19 players was probably talking in the locker room before the game and want to set the tone early in front of their home fans, as well as playing against Mexico.
Mexico is coached by Roberto Silva Reina. The United States is coached by Lucas Gilgan, who's the defensive coordinator at Pacific University in Oregon, a Division III school. They're going with a very unique special teams personnel grouping as they take their time getting back on the field and get the ball on the tee. Francisco Gonzalez will kick it off. Fielded. Clay Vance with space, has a few blockers. He's past midfield, gets another block, bounces outside. He tries to stay in bounds, and he's dragged down just shy of the end zone.
Two huge plays there for the special teams for Team USA here early in the first quarter. We had the safety with the punt block, and watch this kickoff return as he sets the tone, waiting for his blockers, but watch the speed as he bursts to the outside. Good job there by Team USA getting their offense in the red zone here in the first series.
A big kick return from Rodney Patterson out of National Christian Academy in Fort Washington, Maryland. So all Team USA in the first couple minutes. Handoff to the left side. Big tackle. He tried to get back to his feet. John Carrington III from San Antonio. Oh, a bright start for Team USA. Second and 2. Shail Garnett is the starting quarterback out of Lake Wales, Florida, and Lake Wales High School. Hand it off, and there's a touchdown. John Carrington, 2 straight carries after the punt block safety. United States right into the end zone.
Yeah, John Carrington III, the running back out of San Antonio, Texas, an easy walk in the park as he just walks into the end zone, getting the first touchdown for Team USA. Good job there for the offense.
Well, United States versus Mexico in the morning and the evening, 2 very different starts as Mexico Norte scored inside the first 20 seconds for a touchdown, but the side from Nuevo León is falling behind 8-0 pending this point after touchdown. Dylan Ellis for the point after. And it's 9-0. A good start for the United States as they try to make it 3 out of 4 on day 1 of the International Bowl. Welcome back. Just over 3 minutes in, and it's 9-0 United States. U-19 select a block punt for a safety, and then quickly a touchdown after a big kick return. John Carrington running it in from 2 yards out. An impressive start for the U.S. U-19 select.
And that special teams played a huge role on both sides of the field for Team USA with that block punt, setting up the safety, then the kickoff return, which helped their offense get in the red zone and kind of walk in for their first touchdown.
Ellis with the kick, fair caught at the 5-yard line. Andres Coelho. And now Nuevo León will get a second series. Just 31 players listed on the roster for Nuevo León, so some problems with special teams and offense and defense. You figure you need 11 for each unit. So a few guys are gonna have to double up, and you see them counting the players before this first down play.
And it's gonna be, you know, you wanna keep your eye on the offensive line. How fast can, I mean, how long can they last in this first half before they start getting fatigued going against a really deep Team USA here in the first half. Fumble
Picked up and down to the 3-yard line. The Americans will take over again. Patrick Angelo out of Selma High School in Selma, California.
And just like that, another turnover, well, the first turnover for Team Mexico as Team USA scoops it up and gives the ball right back to their team in red zone. Look at this here. As the fumble comes right out, good script there by the defensive player, recovered by Team USA.
Andre Campion Tovar, the quarterback, who was a high snap, and it seemed like he could have handed off or kept it himself, and it seemed like he couldn't decide what to do because he put it in the running back's stomach and then pulled it out.
Yeah, he just, at the last second, he decided to run the football. Then he coughs it up right before he hit the ground. Just seemed like Team Mexico is not off to a good start here. Defensively, they've been on the field twice.
High snap, first and goal from the 2. They
no.
sling it outside, and it's bobbled and dropped. Good look for Devontae Shingles out of Space Coast High School in Orlando.
Looks like we got a new quarterback for Team USA as well, number 12.
That's Clay Vance out of Avalon High School in Virginia. Your neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah. My neck of the woods there.
Now Vance an opportunity. Another high snap. He hands it off. Touchdown, Team USA. Shingles again. After they threw it to him in the flat, he atones with a 2-yard touchdown run.
You can definitely tell that Team USA is ready to run the football. Right here, you see all the offensive linemen pushing the defensive linemen back in the end zone as Shingles just pretty much walks in the end zone, now making the score 15-0.
About as dominant as you can start. Less than 4 minutes into the game, a couple of touchdowns and a punt block for a safety. So Nuevo Leon will regroup as the PAT is inside the left upright. 16-0 is our score. USA Football, a member of the U.S. Olympic Committee, offers athletes premier skill building and competitive platforms to represent the United States in our favorite sport. Athletes in grades 6 to 11 can get started at one of 18 U.S. national team regionals held nationwide this spring and summer. Top performers earn U.S. national team roster invitations to face the world's best competition. Play at the under 16 to under 19 levels. Visit usafootball.com for more. That's usafootball.com. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. This stadium last weekend, a very good game between the Cowboys and the Seahawks. Now the Cowboys, after winning in the wild card round, go on the road tomorrow to take on the LA Rams.
Yeah, that'll be a really good game tomorrow. See how the Cowboys kind of play it on the road against a tough LA Rams team. It's going to go down to the wire. Hopefully the Cowboys can pull it off.
Should be a lot of Cowboys fans in Los Angeles tomorrow as the kickoff is returned this time just shy of the 20-yard line. A kick returned by Andres de Leon Coelho. I think tomorrow in Sunday's NFL game should be very interesting. I think there's not really a clear favorite in any of them. There's usually a big mismatch or two, but I think you can make a reasonable argument for any of the teams, home or road.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to know. I mean, the biggest thing is that which road team is going to step up and win. I mean, because everybody anticipates the home team to win. That's why they're in the divisional playoffs. But some road team is going to pull off the upset either Saturday or Sunday.
A handoff, nice scamper to the outside, then cutting back in. Diego Cantu Briones with a nice pickup on first down for Nuevo Leon. You have the Colts, which came to Houston and really dominated the Texans. A short turnaround. They go to Kansas City tomorrow. Kansas City, of course, poor history over the years in home playoff games. They haven't won a home playoff game since Joe Montana was at the helm.
And right now, Indianapolis is playing really good football.
Another bunch formation. Everyone inside the tackles on 2nd and 6. High snap. Handed off again. Sweeping to the outside with a few blockers. And brought down. A couple Americans combining on that play. Miguel Lopez and Lane Jett on the stop.
Yeah, good closing speed right there for the team defense as far as Team USA coming out, running downhill, stopping the running back in his tracks. Now making it 3rd and 7.
As Nuevo León prepares for this 3rd and 7, looks like they're going to call a timeout. Roberto Silva is the head coach of Nuevo León. A little bit more on this competition. It's International Bowl 10. This competition started in 2010. This year, 16 teams spanning 5 countries across 4 age divisions and 2 game days. Tonight is the final game in game day 1. Next Friday, 4 more games. It's America's largest American football global competition. Nearly 1,000 student athletes from across the U.S., Canada, Japan, Mexico, and Panama. Oh, Panama, an upset earlier today. They beat the U.S. under-18 select team, and they really dominated.
Yeah, I was really impressed with their offense, setting the tone here with the running game as well as the passing game. But they did a really good job defensively, stopping the run and forcing Team USA to be one-dimensional. Now, Team USA stepped up late in the second half with consecutive touchdowns, but by that time it's too late.
And the other Mexican team, Nuevo Mexico Norte, really put up a good fight against the U.S. U-16 select team as they go to the ground on 3rd and 7. Good tackling on the perimeter. It's those same 2, Lopez and Jett, combining on the tackle as they slow down Christian Chavez Guzman. So it looks like Mexico is going to really use their size and try to keep the ball on the ground, even running it there on 3rd and 7.
Well, you can definitely tell they like to run the football because they have the bunch formation. They don't really spread their team, the defense out with good quality receivers. So they got to go with what they have. And right now, it's going to be more of the running game and try to control this clock here in this first half.
Yeah, very different look from Mexico Norte this morning, which spread the ball out. More freewheeling offense. High snap, and it's over the kicker's head. This will go into the end zone.
Be careful,
and
it's a safety.
Another safety. 2 safeties here in the first quarter as special teams continue to be an Achilles heel for Nuevo León. Makes it 18-0 for Team USA.
Bad break there for Team Mexico. You got to find a way to bring the punt down a little bit, the high snap. But you got to hustle and get the football. You have to know once the ball is snapped above your head, that guys are coming after you. And he just felt like he just kind of didn't really take it as serious until he got to the end zone. By that time, it was too late. It was for the second safety.
But to be fair to Nuevo León, we were really impressed by Panama last game, but they've been practicing together since mid-November. Most of these teams, you guess, have come together. They're working on new personnel groupings, special teams, all these things. And I think early on, Nuevo León is showing a lack of rhythm and chemistry in the special teams.
Yeah, no doubt. They're showing a lot of lack of chemistry and continuity early in this first quarter, and you can definitely tell by the scoreboard. But, you know, offensively, they're challenged. They don't have a lot of good receivers to really spread it out, or probably the good quality quarterback to be able to throw it down the field. So they're one-dimensional, in my opinion, as far as running the football, and that's all they're going to do here throughout this first half.
Francisco Moreno Gonzalez will kick it away from the 20-yard line. Yeah, the U.S. will start. Its 3rd possession. So we've had two relatively tight games. The morning game, the U-16s of the United States beating Mexico Norte 29-22. The most recent game ended up 30-25. Panama upsetting the U.S. under-18s. The 1 p.m. game was the U.S. U-17s beating Team Ontario of Canada 61-7. So that was the only real lopsided game we have, but this one has the makings of that. 18-0 United States U-19s after only 6.5 minutes. Shail Garnett, the quarterback, will work from the shotgun. The refs must talk it over before he does so. Trey Davidson is in the backfield. False start. Interesting call, because they seem very far from snapping the ball before that decision was made.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Garnett from the shotgun. Some pressure. He eludes it. Now he'll get over midfield, directing his blockers. He's past the 30 and brought down at the 23-yard line. Tackle made, Kevin Martinez-Barbosa.
Good run there by Garnett. You can definitely tell he's a dual threat quarterback, getting away from the first pressure. As he runs right here, you can definitely see he has the ability to set up blocks and get some more positive yards.
Garnett, who's also a defensive tackle, according to his Twitter profile, but over 2,000 passing yards this year, 18 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. He goes downfield, maybe some incidental contact. No flag comes out. The intended receiver was Sebastian Klaas.
Garnett with his first pass attempt going down the field led his receiver just a little bit too much on that before the contact. Garnett at 6'2", 200 pounds has good size to be able to be a quarterback at the next level. But we know he loves to run the football out of the pistol formation.
This time he hands off once again. Trey Davidson bounces out to the right side, gets past the 10-yard line, and a good tackle at that sideline. Andres De Leon Coelho.
They might not be surprised if Team USA would throw the ball more often than run it, because they had a lot of success here in this first quarter running the football. You definitely can tell the physical aspect of their line is winning the battle up front against the smaller defensive line of Mexico.
Davidson getting a lot of good carries on this series. He's from the Columbia Academy in Columbia, Tennessee. First and goal from the 7. Two receivers out to the left for Shail Garnett. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, and one man to beat, and he gets past him. Garnett basically walks in. Mauricio Vega Vasquez, the last line of defense for Nuevo Leon. And the Americans pouring it on here in the first quarter.
Yeah, design quarterback keeper for Garnett at 6'2", who's able to get around the corner. Watch this here. Breaks the arm tackle, walks into the end zone for Team USA.
Garnett out of Lake Wales High School in Florida. Good size, 6'2", 200 pounds for the dual threat QB. PAT is good from Dylan Ellis. The U.S. a comfortable lead late in this first quarter. Welcome back. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams and Sarah Merrifield down on the sidelines. Dominance from the United States U-19 select at 25-0. Dylan Ellis will kick off. There's been 2 safeties, a block punt, a poor snap on another punt for Nuevo. Everything has gone against a team from northern Mexico. Kickoff is handled around the 9-yard line and brought out. Similar route as last time and similar result. Gang tackled around the 16-yard line. Again, it's Andres de Leon Coelho, the primary kick return.
And if you're Team Mexico, you got to play with some pride here on this series. You haven't done anything offensively, just kind of lollygagging, or kind of say not showing a lot of effort offensively. You got to come out here and show some pride. This is the International Bowl. You practice all week for this game. Put together a complete drive, move the ball down the field. Now, if you're Team USA, continue to put the pressure on Team Mexico. You never know, you can force another turnover or get another safety.
So far, 3 touchdown runs for the United States. Carrington the third, Shingles, and Garnett, plus 2 safeties. That's how we got to 25-0. Well, now they move some guys out to the right side. 3 receivers out there. Very different look from Nuevo León. Now they put a man in motion. Another high snap. It's fumbled, retrieved, and he'll be brought down around the 9-yard line. Jairo Martinez Barbosa has Nuevo León struggling to get a snap off on special teams, and they're on first down.
Yeah, it's just simple. I mean, you know, basic one-on-one football there. The snap between the snap and the quarterback. The last couple of snaps has been so high. Some of them went back into the end zone. So for Mexico, you got to kind of give yourself some breathing room here offensively. Maybe you have to change it up and move from the shotgun and put the quarterback underneath the center.
2nd and 19. Fakes the handoff. He gets back to the 10. He's brought down around the 12-yard line. Big hit applied by Anthony Switzer, Marion High School in Arkansas. 3rd and 16.
For Team USA right now, I would dial up a blitz package, because you know Team Mexico is not going to throw the football down the field for the first down. They're going to either try to find a way to get it out in space or run it.
Jairo Martinez Barbosa is the second quarterback used today. Andre Campion was the first man. Now a blitz comes. He throws it and caught right at the 21-yard line. And the catch was made. Ruben Alvarez Lizama.
Brings up 4th down. Good catch there. Good reception. It looks like Mexico is going to punt the football.
Francisco Moreno Gonzalez, the punter, going back there for a 3rd time. The first 2 have both led to safeties. A block punt into the end zone. The other one, a high snap. This one a much better snap, but a whistle will bring this play to a stop. Indications this is against the United States. Still 4th down, though. Maybe a 5-yard penalty call sets up 4th and 1.
Would you go for the fake here, Matt, if you're Team Mexico?
I might just go for it. They've struggled in the first 2 special teams plays.
Coming with the quarterback. They're going to go for it.
Here comes Martinez Barbosa. And finally, timeout called by Mexico. They were trying to get another skill position player on the field, and we're running out of time on the play clock.
Yeah, good decision there to call a timeout to kind of regroup, get a better focus here on 4th and 1.
Hasn't gone well for Nuevo León. It's part of this process with the International Bowl. 10 years on, new countries, new teams getting an opportunity. I'm sure the next time they return, it'll be a better team with better organization and probably a deeper roster. And sometimes in your very first time at anything, it doesn't go well.
And it's a learning experience. I mean, coming here, win, lose, or draw, it's a learning experience. You get exposed to a different style of playing football. You get to learn a different culture. And when you come back, you become a better team, a better player, and a better organization down the road. So, you know, everything's a learning experience for Team Mexico, despite the score right now.
They go for it on 4th and 1. Fake of a handoff. It's slung outside and well overthrown. They target Andres De Leon Coelho once again, and the United States will take over on downs.
Team Mexico try to go with the backside, quick slant there on 4th and 1. Pass a little bit too high for the receiver. Turnover on downs.
Clay Vance returns from Avalon High School. From the shotgun. Vance fumbled, handoff recovered by Nuevo Leon. And tried to hand it off to John Carrington as he swept to the right, and the recovery made by Fernando Solis.
And there it is, the first big break for Team Mexico, getting the fumble recovery. Give credit to their defense, forcing a turnover against Team USA. A miscue there between the quarterback and the running back, which forced a fumble, recovered by Team Mexico.
Lemont, sometimes I think you can see a fumble coming. For me, you saw it there with Clay Vance. He just never seemed to have the right rhythm with his running back, John Carrington III, moving to his right.
Absolutely, he never had control of the football, and once the running back touched the football, it forced a fumble.
Now an opportunity to have a Leon past the 30. They hand it off. A flag comes in, thrown right at Andre Campion, the quarterback. So you don't oftentimes see that. A flag directed at the quarterback after a handoff.
Yeah, I mean, probably a holding call against Team Mexico. Slap to the face.
Against Team USA.
It's been the first time I've seen one of those calls in a long time. Slap to the face. Must have been the defensive lineman getting off the ball and trying to make a move against the offensive lineman.
First down coming, Nuevo Leon. Andre Campion back at quarterback. And that pass off the intended target. Now, clearly it's a bit of a struggle for the quarterbacks, Andre Campion and Jairo Martinez Barbosa. Still learning the nuances of the passing position. That is the end of the first quarter. All Team USA, the U-19 select, lead Nuevo Leon 25-0 in the nightcap of the 2019 International Bowl. We start the second quarter. United States leading Nuevo Leon 25-0. 2nd and 10 for the Mexicans. Fake of a handoff. André Campion throws downfield, has a man and nearly caught. They asked for a flag for defensive pass interference or holding, as you can see the gesticulations from Andres de Leon Coelho.
Yeah, he thought he was held on that last play in the man-to-man coverage. Couldn't separate himself from the cornerback on that last play.
But nice to see Nuevo Leon take a shot downfield. We've seen a lot of things around the line of scrimmage, but nice throw from André Campion. Campion stays in there. We've also seen Jairo Martinez Barbosa.
Hurry up before the play. Shot clock goes down to 1.
They play on. Campion flushed out, rolls right, and throws an interception. Picked off. And the INT made by Elijah Alvarez out of Legacy High School in Las Vegas.
Alvarez with the interception for the defense. There you can see the quarterback decides to roll out to his right-hand side. Try to force it in there. Alvarez right there in front of the tight end for the interception.
And look at the United States sideline. Head coach is Lucas Gilgan, defensive coordinator at Pacific University in Oregon, a Division III school. I found something interesting about Division III recruiting rules from the NCAA. If you look at Coach Gilgan's Twitter profile, he says NCAA rules prohibit D3 coaches from following recruits. It seems a bit extreme. I guess you could get an unfair advantage if you follow them and maybe send direct messages or something.
But why D3 though?
Yes.
I mean, they're not even offering scholarships.
Yeah. Lucas Gilgan, obviously involved in the recruiting at Pacific University, but wants to make it clear to recruits, hey, this is why I can't follow you. Pacific University, where he is the defensive coordinator and defensive backs coach. So if you are on Team USA, Lemont Williams, and it's 25-0 and you have 3 quarters to go, what are you talking about on the sideline?
Well, I mean, at this point, you want to be able to get everybody some reps. You know, the guys that worked hard throughout the practice, your starters, so you want to see a different rotation. You know, probably every series, you're going to see some different players out there. You want to see some heart, you want to see character, you want to see guys continue to work hard in and out these series as well as each and every play. Despite the score, you know, this is an opportunity for everybody to have fun and run around and make some plays. I mean, Team Mexico is going to continue to be competitive, so why not? If you're the coach, you keep telling, let's execute our plays, let's have fun, and let's put more points on the board.
Andres Garcia, an offensive lineman, was just helped off. That was the reason for the delay, and now the United States takes over. It's Clay Vance back in the shotgun after his prior fumble on the handoff. Another high snap. This time he hands it off. It's John Carrington III up to the 45-yard line. Now the United States getting it done on the ground. Now all 3 touchdowns carried into the end zone. Carrington III, Shingles, and Garnett, plus 2 safeties, accounting for the 25 points. Here's Vance, slant, and it's caught. Spaced on the left sideline for Kamani Kwadi. He is into the end zone. First passing touchdown today, and what a catch and run from Kamani Kwadi.
Good job there for Team USA to be able to support that man-to-man coverage. Good blocking up front, picking up the blitz. Ooh, nice pass there, squeezing in between 2 defenders. And off to the races as the receiver gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kwadi from Churchill High School in Eugene, Oregon. That was a confident throw right into that tight window. It was closing second by second. And the kick is up and good from Dylan Ellis. 32-0, the U.S. U-19 select team over Nuevo Leon in the second quarter.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys good?
Welcome back, 32-0. The United States U-19 select over Nuevo Leon, and these boys enjoying the first half. Dylan Ellis, the kicker out of Klein Collins High School in Spring, Texas, down near Houston. A lot of action here in the first half for Ellis. His 4 point-after touchdowns and 4 kickoffs. This will be the 5th. And it bounces and picked up by Andres De Leon Coelho. Reverses field and hammered around the 18-yard line. For more on Ellis, let's go down to Sarah Merrifield on the sideline.
Well, we just saw the young man kick off for the U-19 team. His name is Dylan Ellis. He's an incredibly talented kicker, but he's listed on the roster as a kicker punter. However, he does not punt the ball due to a birth defect he had when he was born that affected his hands and his fingers. But I talked to his kicking coach, Nick Gatto, over here on the U-19 sideline, and he had nothing but the highest praise for this kid. He is a true example and a success story of fighting through adversity, and he doesn't let anything stop him. But this game in particular, as he is a senior, has kind of lit a fire under him to figure out whether or not he wants to continue his career in football or just go to college and become a regular student. But whatever he decides, football has always been a passion that has helped him drive through adversity. Guys?
Wonderful stuff, Sarah.
Great, awesome story there. Just persevering and passionate about football. Even though he's born with a birth defect, he has a strong arm, strong leg. We saw him in the kickoffs as well as point after. He has a lot of talent. He can help out some college football teams next year. I know a few that he can help out.
And you think how many times, Lemont, he's proven people wrong.
Yeah.
People have said, yeah, give it up. Not for you. Find something else. It's not safe. And he has kept pushing. And here he is on this very talented U-19 select team. That's a great story. On 2nd and 9, another interception picked off. It's Jonathan Feinberg. He takes it back for a touchdown. Another Floridian getting in on the act. Feinberg out of Jupiter High School. And the United States up 38-0.
Another turnover there by Team Mexico, executed by the linebacker. You can just see right here in space, just watching the eyes of the quarterback jump the route to get the interception and the touchdown.
A 3rd interception thrown today by Nuevo Leon. And here is Mr. Ellis on for the PAT. And so far today, he is 5 for 5 from point after touchdowns, 39-0. Ellis out of Klein Collins High School, very good athletic school. Always good in football and baseball and basketball. An opportunity for him to play on the select team. That's sure a great learning experience for his teammate. That's part of what the International Bowl is all about. Under 16, 17, 18, and 19. And there's one select team and national team respectively for the U.S. But in addition to the games, Limon, it's 12 days of team activities, study time, practices, and games.
Yeah, give them a full effect of how college is going to be as far as practice and team study and team meetings. Good opportunity for the young man to be able to get a taste of that before they pursue it down the road.
Ellis with the kickoff. To about the 8. Another return for Andres De Leon Coelho. He's just hammered around the 10-yard line. 4 American tacklers there. The first on the scene was Patrick Angelo. $39-0. 3 running touchdowns, a 45-yard touchdown pass from Clay Vance to Frazier White, and then Jonathan Feinberg, a 23-yard touchdown from an interception. Cannot be easy to be a player on Nuevo Leon on the field right now.
Not at all. I mean, you got to play for pride now. To score 39-0, you got to find a way to just swallow your pride and be able to come out here and play hard.
Jairo Martinez Barbosa, now the quarterback. Asks Andres De Leon Coelho to go in motion. He takes it. Nice cut to the right side, leaves one man in his wake, and he's past the 20.
Good job there for the receiver on the end around. He was able to get behind his blocking, get close to the first down.
Late substitution for the U.S. U-19 team. And they're going to call timeout. We will take a break. 39-0. The U.S. U-19s all over Nuevo Leon. Welcome back, Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams and Sarah Merrifield. 39-0 as Nuevo Leon returns for 2nd and 2. 3 receivers to the left, a man in motion. It's handed off, and he gets to the edge and turns the corner.
Nice job. Picks up the first down.
Diego Martinez Flores, the 5'9" wide receiver.
Good job there. Watch the blocking up front for the receiver to be able to get past the defender right there to pick up the first down and get out of bounds.
Well, first down, their first down today. And now they'll work from the 29-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. High snap. Fake of a handoff. Now up the middle, moving to his right, brought down. Big hit around the 35-yard line, taken by Jairo Martinez Barbosa.
Yeah, big stick there against the quarterback. Got to protect yourself as you get down inside the trenches like that. You got to slide down.
Miguel Lopez bringing the heat out of Newark, New Jersey. 2nd and 4 for Nuevo Leon. Fake of a handoff, and then he'll take it himself. Moving to his right, another big tackle from Lopez.
Lopez like making those type of hits on the quarterback. You can definitely tell as he throws down the quarterback as he's trying to break it on the outside, trying to pick up the first down.
On first down, out to the left, another catch. Andres De Leon Coelho pushed outside around the 44-yard line. Tackle made by Zion Robinson out of Cypress, Texas, and Cypress Creek High School outside of Houston.
A lot of local guys from Houston here in Dallas playing in the AT&T Stadium, getting a chance to display their talent in front of some local scouts.
Robinson, we know his summer job is at Ace Hardware Store. We'll get into some of these summer jobs as we go along. I'm going to ask you yours, Lemont. When you were a younger buck.
Okay.
Here's the snap. And a fumble. Picked up on the left side. Another turnover forced by Team USA. And this one picked up by Elijah Johnson out of Henryville, Pennsylvania. Well, now a man down. You see Team USA going to a knee. And Lemont, it seemed like there was some indecision there from Jairo Martinez whether he would hand it off or not, and decided to take it himself, and it led to the fumble. 21st century football is here, built by USA Football. The football development model is a framework for fun and fitness through America's favorite sport. Open to every youth and scholastic program. Sign up to discover football's future at usafootball.com/FDM. That's usafootball.com/FDM. A player down around the 41-yard line. And Lemont, former NFL linebacker. This stadium is new, but Cowboys Stadium before it. What's it like playing in a stadium of this size and with the kind of history AT&T Stadium has?
This is huge for young people to have the opportunity to play in a stadium like this, the Jumbotron up above them, and it's just playing on America's team. I mean, Dallas Cowboys field. I mean, the actual field itself, a lot of these players might not play college football, but they can have this memory in the International Bowl game saying, I played at the AT&T Stadium. That's going to live with them forever.
The man being helped off is Jairo Martinez Barbosa. He got injured on the play which led to the fumble. But I know fans that travel to Dallas just to see the stadium. They may not like the Cowboys, but they're coming in from all over the country just to see a game, just to see the Jumbotron, just to watch it. This place has over 100,000 capacity. It can be changed to accommodate even more for college basketball and other events as Team USA resumes. Flag thrown as they're going to have another touchdown pending the flag. Eric Cowan into the end zone for the moment. Another touchdown pass from Shail Garnett, but we'll see what the flag is for. Looks like it's going to stand up as the U.S. prepare for the point after touchdown. Offsides is the call. Now Cowan out of Manchester Township High School in New Jersey with his first touchdown catch today.
Good job there for Team USA. Continue to spread the ball out, throw it down the field, putting more points on the board against Team Mexico.
Now Garnett, his first touchdown pass today. Flag comes out before the PAT. False start against the U.S. U-19 select team. What was the most intimidating environment you ever played in? We just talked about AT&T Stadium, but what was the most intimidating college or pro environment you ever participated in?
I would probably have to say at the time it was the Giant Stadium. It was new at the time, but the Giant Stadium was intimidating. Never had a chance to play in the new Cowboy Stadium, but I'm pretty sure as a young man at the time, you know, just coming out in the field, that new Giant Stadium seemed like it was just like it's like the wind just sucked into that stadium. It was hard for you to kind of hear when the crowd was kind of screaming and yelling, but man, that was a tough stadium to play in. Especially on the East Coast in the wintertime, it gets cold up in the New Jersey, New York area. Oh man, that's brutal.
Another point after touchdown converted by Dylan Ellis. Soul searching for Nuevo Leon. Down on the sideline, it's 25 in the first quarter for the United States, 21 in the second. They'll let the time roll off to bring this to halftime. A domination from the United States U-19 select team. A safety for the first 2 points. And after their second safety, 4 straight touchdowns. The United States trying to make it 3 wins in 4 games on day 1 of the 2019 International Bowl. The only team to lose was the U-18s, which lost to a very good Panama squad in the game prior to this. Some halftime adjustments needed for Nuevo Leon. And now let's go down to Sarah.
Coach, you come into this game with a background in college coaching. With these guys at U-19 level, what do you think the most important value of this experience is for them as they go into college?
Well, I think it's an opportunity for them to continue to learn what it's going to take at the college level and just take that next step in their football career. USA football is an incredible way to grow our sport across the country and, as you can see, across the world. So it's a pretty special deal for these guys. And
in your time doing this with USA football, what do you think the biggest lesson for these kids is to come out of this experience, maybe being a little out of their comfort zone?
Well, I think that this game is this game no matter where you're playing it. Anywhere in the world, this thing means the same thing to young men, and it's a special experience to be able to line up across from a group of guys from another country and do what you love.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Good luck in the second half. Guys?
Thank you, Sarah. Halftime at AT&T Stadium, a big advantage for the United States. Welcome back. Halftime in the nightcap of day 1 of the International Bowl. It's been all Team USA and its U-19 select. 46-0. The game started with a blocked punt for a safety. And after a couple touchdowns, another safety on a poor snap, and then 4 straight touchdowns from the U.S. Well, Lee Mott, let's take a look back at the highlights from this first half.
Yeah, it's been all Team USA throughout the first half. As you see, the block punt right there what led to the first safety and points for Team USA. Team USA wanted to continue to have some success on special teams as this kickoff return sets up their offense in the red zone. As you can see right here, great return by the kickoff returner by number 13. It looks like Patterson.
Indeed, Rodney Patterson after Lane Jett blocked that punt.
Right there, a simple handoff up the middle by the running back to be able to walk in for his first down. Carrington the third.
And then the first of several turnovers, a fumble, and that was picked up by Patrick Angelo.
Yeah, turnover right there, which led to the second rushing touchdown for Team USA, number 6 in Shingles.
Devontae Shingles, and then it was the quarterback keeper, Shail Garnett, taking it himself. And then the Americans had their own problem with the handoff. Turnover picked up by Nuevo Leon. And they tried to capitalize, but it led to another turnover, this time an interception right into the hands of Elijah Alvarez.
You can definitely see right here Team USA taking advantage of the turnover, setting up the passing game as they go across the middle to their receiver for the touchdown.
Kamani Kwadi, nice run after catch, spinning out of it. Then another interception, looked right where he was going to throw. And Jonathan Feinberg taking it all the way back for a pick 6. 25 in the first half, 21 points in the second quarter for a 46-0 halftime lead. Total yards domination for the U.S. But Mexico came on a little bit late, silver lining those 3 late first downs.
Yeah, they came on late, and hopefully they can kind of build up that momentum in the second half.
We'll be back with the second half from AT&T Stadium after this. Welcome back. Moments away from the start of the third quarter. Matt Peterson with Lemont Williams, Sarah Merrifield on the sidelines. 46-0 at halftime. And one thing that stood out to me, Lemont, 46 points, only 4 first downs needed to get those 46 points for Team USA. So that just shows the field position they've had, the turnovers they've capitalized upon, and just the nature of their scoring.
Yeah, just an opportunity to take advantage of the turnovers as well as set the tone defensively, help the offense, because they only had four first downs in the first half. And right now, you got to like what you see from Team USA.
As we look ahead towards next week's game, similar format, 9:30 a.m., 1 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and 8 p.m. Next Friday, January 18th, there will be all national teams for the United States at the 16, 17, 18 under 19 levels. The U-16s will play Caballeros de Playa del Carmen of Mexico in the morning game. Then the U.S. U-17s will play Team Japan. In the third game, it's the U.S. U-18s against Team Canada. And the final game of the International Bowl 2019 will be U.S. U-19 against Tamaulipas of Mexico. Francisco Moreno Gonzalez will kick it off. And as Limon referred to, an opportunity in the second half for some of the reserve players to get an opportunity for the United States to make an impact.
Yeah, you want to see who's going to step up. If this opportunity is going to be presented to you in the second half of your Team USA.
A low kick bounces to about the 10-yard line, picked up and past the 20. Look at the space he has right through the middle and then blasted by the kicker. Well done. Francisco Moreno Gonzalez making a play after a nice return from Rodney Patterson.
Looks like they're coming back out with Garnett at the quarterback position. Garnett had a lot of success in the pistol formation, running the football left and right and north and south against the Mexico defense.
Jail Garnett, a touchdown run, including a 27-yard run. Passing just 1 for 2. They haven't needed to throw the ball much. He fakes the throw, tucks it, past the 40, sort of gallops past the 50-yard line. Hesitation, skip, try to throw off the defender.
Yeah, he didn't like what he saw as far as passing the football, but decided to run it there, picking up the first down for Team USA.
First down from the 48-yard line. Garnett glances right a couple times. Takes the high snap, nearly lost it, rolls away from the lineman, cuts inside, gets a block. And he is past the first down marker. He'll take it all the way in for a touchdown. Looked like a broken play at the outset, nearly fumbled it, but he got to the edge and just used his speed to beat Nuevo Leon to the end zone. May have been a flag on the play as the refs talk it over. And a holding will bring that long touchdown run back.
Holding negates that play there by Garnett, which, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Garnett really tried to take advantage of what he saw as far as what the defense allowed him to have. But the holding really gave him a little bit more running room to be able to get to the end zone. So, you know, Team USA got to find a way to kind of just minimize that minor time setback right there as far as with the holding, but still execute your plays, move the ball down the field. And, you know, with Garnett running the ball right now, he's unstoppable against this Mexico defense.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Trey Davidson in the backfield. He will take the handoff. Eludes 1 defender momentarily, but then brought down. Nice team defending from Nuevo Leon. Jonathan Padron with the first contact.
Yeah, good stop there by Padron. You see him getting into the backfield, grabbing the running back, bringing him down as his teammates came in and cleaned it up for an assist on the tackle.
Ruben Alvarez Lizama with the final takedown. Well, Lizama listed as a tight end, but forced to play on defense here with only 31 players on this Nuevo Leon roster. Fake of a handoff now over the middle, wide open, and the catch is made. Fumbled though, and who will pick it up? Nuevo Leon recovers inside the 20. Now, second forced fumble from Nuevo Leon today, and picked up by Kevin Martinez Barbosa, a brother of the quarterback Jairo.
Yeah, huge break there for Team Mexico defense. Nice job by the cornerback to come in and knock the ball out. The tight end's hand. Give the ball to Team Mexico.
Noah Keys with the catch. The tight end would fumble it. He's from Shorewood High School in Renton, Washington. Kevin and Jairo, both brothers. One the linebacker, one the quarterback that time. Kevin making the play. Saw Jairo injured on a late fumble late in that first half. Fake of a handoff. Jairo's back. Good to see him back on the field. Rolling to his right, scampered. He stays in bounds, and he is paying for that. Hit around the 20-yard line.
It's good to see him back in the game. He took a big shot in the first half. So tough and so competitive. Look at this run right here, getting to the outside. Got to protect himself as he runs out of bounds, though.
Anthony Switzer with the hit out of Marion, Arkansas. Now he rolls left. Slings it towards the sideline. Nobody really close by. And that'll bring up second down. Make that third down. So I mentioned the summer jobs. Zion Robinson, a defensive back for this U-19 U.S. team, works at an Ace hardware store. Tight end Noah Keys, summer camp counselor. Offensive lineman Guy Gilliard is a lifeguard. He has a 6'8" frame.
Lifeguard at 6'8".
You don't have to jump in the pool. You can just reach down and grab the person who needs assistance. Now it's tucked. And big sack down at the 10-yard line. Jonathan Feinberg had the interception return for a touchdown in the first half. This time he brings down Martinez Barbosa.
Yeah, good closing speed by Feinberg to be able to lock in on the quarterback for the sack.
Looks like they're going to replace Jairo Martinez Barbosa. The punter comes on. It's 4th and 16 from the 10. Again, 2 safeties from punts in the first half. Nice to see them adjust. They went with the very short snap and a quick kick from Francisco Moreno Gonzalez. And able to stay, no, he was not able to stay in bounds. He was hoping to. He looks back at the ref, Rodney Patterson, as if to say, let us play. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Still a big lead for the U.S. Welcome back. Matt Peterson, Lemont Williams, Sarah Merrifield down on the sidelines. 46-0, the United States over Nuevo León, Mexico. Clay Vance back in at quarterback. And he will hand off. Nice cut upfield. Here comes John Carrington with the end zone in front of him. It's a big touchdown run from Carrington. His second today.
Good opportunity there for Carrington III to be able to exploit that defense. Good blocking up front. And you can see number 76. That's the lifeguard right there that Matt was talking about earlier. As he opened up the running lanes, you can see here, watch Carrington III explode down the middle of the defense for another Team USA rushing touchdown.
Dylan Ellis on for the point after touchdown. And he is 7 for 7 for the PATs. First touchdown of the second half. 53-0 United States. Dylan Ellis preparing for the kickoff, 53-0. United States U-19 select leading. You mentioned Guy Gilliard, the lifeguard with the 6'8" frame. Gilliard lives in Tobohana, Pennsylvania, out of Pocono Mountain West High School. Kickoff and retrieved by Diego Martinez Flores. Eludes one tackle, escapes outside, and ankle tackle just past the 25. Tackle by Alvarez. And let's go back down to the sideline with Sarah Merrifield.
Well, if you guys noticed, Thomas Hawthorne, number 88, he is registered as a long snapper on the roster for the U-19 team. He also happened to just be on that kickoff. He and kicker Dylan Ellis have not seen too much playing time because this team has not been able to, or not been forced to punt the ball this game. So Thomas goes over to his coach and says, "Hey coach, put me in, I want to run down the field." So he helped part of corralling the opposing team into getting the ball down and got a little bit more playing time, guys.
Great observation, Sarah. And she's Thomas is also a teammate of Dylan Ellis at Klein, or rivals, I should say, Klein Collins for Ellis, Klein Oak for Thomas Hawthorne. But I like that. Wants to get on the game. Don't just call him a long snapper.
He's like, "Coach, put me in. I need some game reps. We haven't punted the ball all game."
Good size for a long snapper too, 6', 205. A 4-yard loss on first down at 2nd and 14, 53-0. The U.S. leading Nuevo Leon. It's one of those features of the Houston high schools. It's similar sounding names: Klein Collins, Klein Oak. You have the Cy-Fair schools. Quarterback keeper as Andriy Campion is back under center. Sets up 3rd and 11.
Huge third down here for Team Mexico. Can they get the first down? Try to way to get the ball up in the air to your playmakers on the right-hand side where you have the trip formation.
move Christian Chavez Guzman to the left side. It's an extra blocker, and that slant again is a bit high. Intended receiver Andres De Leon Coelho.
He's been the main target throughout this whole game, number 19 for Team Mexico, as they try to find a way to give him the ball. He's their playmaker at the wide receiver position.
Andre Campion steps off, clock ticking towards the end of the third quarter, 4 seconds left. U.S. gets players on the field, and they get it off for a punt. One man back there, an alert player, makes the catch, and this time he can run it back. Rodney Patterson gets upfield to midfield, and he is brought down right at the star. Now, Patterson wanted to bring back the last one, but stepped out of bounds. This one was a nice return. We'll come back with the fourth quarter from Arlington. It's been all U.S. in this one. It's the 10th annual International Bowl. And in the fourth and final game of day one, it's been all United States under-19 selects. First play of the fourth quarter, handoff to the right side. Big gain. Devontae Shingles, who had a touchdown run in the first half.
And man, if your team Mexico right now score 53-0, you want to be able to continue to play hard, but try to not have any major injuries at the end of the game. I mean, throughout this fourth quarter, you do not want to go home with any major injuries. Just stay competitive and compete against Team USA. But do not put yourself in any harm's way.
United States averaging almost 12 yards per carry as a flag comes out, false start. Carrington had a touchdown run in that third quarter of 61 yards. The last score of this game. We're starting to talk about some of the summer jobs held by some of these U.S. under-19 select players. Robinson at Ace Hardware Store, Noah Keys, summer camp counselor, Guy Gilliard, the 6'8" lifeguard. Graham Sutherland works at a car wash. High snap, handed off. Space up to the 40-yard line. And hit on his way down, Nathan Blackbear out of Locust Grove High School in Oklahoma. Lane Jett, he's made a few plays in this game. A ranch hand in Missouri, and also works as a counselor mentor at a therapeutic boarding school.
Man.
He had the block punt first 2 minutes of this game that led to the safety. Ranch hand is not easy work. Nice shifting right and left. Manielik Ward up to the 20-yard line, and he's finally brought down around the 17-yard line.
Good hard run there by the receiver. As you can see here in this replay, actually the running back getting the handoff there, getting away from the first defender. Good block there by his receiver. Watch the explosiveness and the quickness on the sideline for Team USA.
Ward out of Sparta, New Jersey, Pope John Regional High School. So we learned what these guys have done. What was a summer job or two you had, Lemont?
Well, back in those days in high school, I worked at the YMCA as a summer camp counselor. It was, you know, I was working out there as it was, and then it was just an opportunity for me to kind of make some money, and it was good job, man. It was really fun working with the kids in the summertime. It was hot, but it was fun.
Did working with those young children help you appreciate coaches then and later, and maybe what they have to deal with?
Absolutely. I mean, back in those days, it was a tough environment for myself to be patient with kids.
Well, Lemont and I will be back a week from today. Next Friday, it's the U-16 national team. It's a to-be-determined opponent. That'll be 9:30 a.m. Central Time right here on ESPN3, day 2 of the International Bowl. Put a man out to the right, goes to Vance. He's going to take it himself. Cuts inside at the 10, brought down by 3 Nuevo Leon defensive players.
Team USA is just being very patient offensively, controlling the clock, let the play clock kind of tick away as they get their plays from the sideline here in the red zone.
A timeout is called by Nuevo Leon. We will take the break with them. All United States here in the nightcap on day 1. Under 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. All United States. 3rd and 3. They hand off. Be a first down for the United States. Sebastian Klaas out of Spring Hill, Florida. And Klaas is an interesting story. You might not call this a summer job, but a job. Klaas is the offensive coordinator of his younger brother's middle school football team. Good brotherly bonding there.
Yeah, that's actually a job. I mean, actually, being the offensive coordinator of his middle school team, man, that's a lot of pressure.
Delay game on the offense will negate that first down run. Wonder if his brother is an offensive player or defensive or both, and if he calls extra plays for his brother or gives extra plays to his teammates, so there's no preferential treatment. So defensive back Miles Mass for the U-19 select as timeout is called. He's an intern at Walgreens Pharmacy as a technician there. He's also committed to University of Texas as a preferred walk-on. Great coaches are always learning. USA Football makes it easy to lift your knowledge and your team. Click development and training at usafootball.com and see what coaches are talking about. Click development and training at usafootball.com today. What were some of the best lessons you learned from your coaches in your career?
Oh man, let's see here. Some of the lessons I learned from my coaches. Hard work, being persistent, and just, actually they taught me about character, really about the true meaning of good character and being a good person. That's what they really taught me about. All the other stuff was more intangibles, like this athletic stuff. As far as personality and character, that's exactly what they kind of shaped and helped me develop as a young football player.
On fourth down, they will go for it. And hit in the backfield. Nice defense as Nuevo León has not given up. Fernando Solis, the linebacker. The big hit in the backfield. We thought it was fourth down. It was actually first. And now 2nd and 15 after the 5-yard loss. Clay Vance remains at quarterback. And he'll hand it off. Taken by Spencer Marlier. A big hit from the backside. Kevin Martinez Barbosa with the tackle. Had a big play earlier on the fumble recovery. Marlier out of Prior Lake, Minnesota with the carry.
You see the run to the outside. Good closing speed by number 24. Cleaned up by the backside by the defensive lineman. Team Mexico is still flying around making plays and want to be aggressive defensively despite the score right now. You got to give them credit for that.
Jonathan Ramos Padron with the initial contact. As we wind down this game, a little more on football globally. Did you know approximately 70 countries across 5 continental federations have a national federation dedicated solely to American football? 16 teams, the International Bowl this year. We'll see which countries are represented in the future. Nice catch under pressure from Eric Cowan, the tight end. And a touchdown pass of 24 yards earlier. Touchdown catch.
Good pass and catch there from the quarterback to the tight end. Throwing up high so he can get the ball at the highest point, bringing it down for the reception.
Padron with the coverage. That's up 4th and 4. Another opportunity for Dylan Ellis, who's been perfect on his 7 PATs. This is his first field goal try. Good snap, good hold, and it's just wide left from Ellis. Under 3 minutes left from Arlington. All Team USA. A 53-0 lead in the nightcap of day 1. beautiful AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Under 2 minutes left. And the final game of day one of the International Bowl. Nuevo Leon will work from the 20-yard line after the missed field goal. So a 30-yard miss from Dylan Ellis sets up this possession. And again, we see Andre Campion, who kept it. It's been a really rough night for running the ball for Nuevo Leon, Lemont. 20 rushing attempts. They've lost 15 yards on those 20 attempts.
It's been tough throughout this whole game. A lot of pressure from the outside from Team USA, shutting down the running game and running ability for Team Mexico. They got to find a way to either continue to pass the ball in this fourth quarter.
Big takedown at the 15-yard line. He thought about throwing it, then tucked it. And that was Bula Nyang out of George Walton High School in Marietta, Georgia, with the takedown. Well, Lemont, it's 53-0. Your thoughts on this one?
It's been all Team USA from the beginning and all the way to the end. It dominated a smaller opponent, and you can definitely tell they was better from the beginning.
Pressured, he'll roll out. A flag comes in, heaves it downfield out to midfield, the intended target. Again, Andres De Leon Coelho, but a flag comes in. The clock running past the penalty flag, and that will bring the International Bowl Day 1 to a close. 53-0. U-19s beat Nuevo Leon here in the nightcap. So the American teams win 3 of 4 games. The only foreign opponent to win was Panama, an impressive victory against the U.S. U-18s.